No, Facebook. DreamWorks isn't trying to feminize the design of Shrek to be fucking woke or some stupid shit. They're just taking advantage of the technological advancements that have been made in the last 25 years and are choosing to adapt a more cartoony art style for the new film, likely to be more in line with how Puss in Boots: The Last Wish looked. The Last Wish was not liberal propaganda to turn your kids trans either. Okay, so like a week ago, at the time of recording this, the first teaser trailer for Shrek 5 dropped, and people are really, really not liking it. Like, everyone from your average Joe Schmo to
Kids
actual
homeless.
fucking
That's why
DreamWorks
you always
employees are
get
really not
positive
liking this
approval
trailer
for
for
all
some
your
reason.
film and movie rights.
I wasn't planning on talking about this at first, but then I remembered, oh yeah!
I like money.
What inspires you to make a second impromptu analysis of an animated kids movie trailer right next door to the original?
Money.
So the teaser barely gives us anything to even work with. It's like 20 seconds long, but the main thing people have been talking about in regards to it is the slight redesigns all the characters got. Now, personally, I don't see much of a difference. I mean, obviously, I can look at the two different, like, Shrek models, and I can tell that there are some changes made, kinda. But, in my uninformed, uneducated opinion, I think these models are just them, like, updating the style to, one, better match the style of how more modern animated films look, like Illumination, which, makes sense because the two studios are now owned by the same company now. And two, I think to be slightly more in line with how Puss in Boots: The Last Wish looked, because that was obviously a lot more, cartoony, and the style was different compared to the original Shrek movies. So, that film did really good. So I could see that being the reason. I guess I don't know. Like the first Shrek movies were made as like parodies to mock Disney, which is why they looked more like realistic and slightly uncanny. Well, I mean, I don't know. I still don't think the new designs look like bad. Again, I think a lot of it is just them utilizing the more modern animation techniques and how technology has improved since 2001. Like with like maybe like being able to make the models look more expressive with more, I guess, exaggerated reactions, like how we see when they scream in the trailer. Um, along with how the models do make them look slightly older, which is what they were going for because they are like 15 years older now because Shrek's kids are teenagers now. Like, I'm not some huge lifelong Shrek fan or anything, so maybe I just don't get it, but like I don't know. Like I think the people comparing this to fucking ugly Sonic are really overreacting. They quite literally made him less ugly. Can we talk about the whole ugly Sonic thing for a second actually? Like I still think it was like a net positive, I guess, that we were able to bully the mega corporation into changing Sonic's design. But like that definitely made a lot of people way too comfortable just cyberbullying the already overworked, underpaid animators about wanting them to redo all their work again. I see people say like, it worked once, we can do it again, when just like, no. Sonic's design was so awful. It just failed so badly at representing Sonic that it was turning away even just general audience, even just normies like me thought Sonic looked ugly. But I guarantee you, your average not terminally online Twitter user would look at these two designs and probably barely see a difference. Like again, the last Shrek movie was 2010. That's 15 years ago. It'll have been 16 years ago when the movie actually comes out. And like I'm sorry, but I think these designs are just like the natural upgrade. Like I like you really expect them to keep using the old models from 20 fucking years ago? I think everyone's judging the film way too fast. Like we still don't even have like any real plot details, and people are already writing this whole thing off because of these designs they don't like. And I think you guys need to like just uh grow the fuck up. I guess to speak on the plot real quick, from what we can gather from this teaser, it seems like it's probably going to be something about Shrek not understanding modern culture or whatever, and trying to connect with his now teenage kids, specifically Zendaya daughter. So yeah, so I mean, I really hope they do something unique with this, and it's not just like the Croods, but with Shrek characters. So it's yeah, but we'll have to wait and see. People also don't like how the teaser had a TikTok reference, and seemingly like the film might be touching upon Shrek's kind of current place in pop culture as of recent. How like in recent years he's just sort of become just sort of a meme. I mean, but like again, the Shrek films have always been self-referential of at the time modern pop culture. Is just what's modern pop culture has changed a lot since the original films. So like I don't really mind, like I mean I also like really expect them not to acknowledge how much of a meme Shrek is slash was. Like I mean, I think I'd be more shocked if they didn't say Shrek is love, Shrek is life in the film at least once than if they did. Does it feel maybe a little cringy and out of touch? Yeah. Is that probably the point? Also, probably yeah. And I just don't think we should be writing off this whole movie based off this one fucking 30-second trailer of a scene that probably isn't even in the actual film. Let's also briefly talk about the kinda new character, Zendaya daughter. She's voiced by Zendaya. That's her defining character trait. She seems to be just an aged up version of Shrek's daughter from the previous film. However, if we actually take a look at Shrek's daughter in the previous movie, we can see she has blue eyes and a tiny little bit of blonde hair. However, Zendaya daughter has brown eyes and brown hair, not too dissimilar to Shrek's sons, one of whom even has a tiny bit of brown hair showing. So, maybe, just maybe. So yeah, Shrek 5. So far, think it looks fine. Then again, could be wrong. We'll have to wait till 2026 to see, I guess. I think overall we just need more footage before we make a final judgment. You know, like I mean, like again, we only have this one scene that is probably just for a trailer if I had to assume, because you know trailers do that sometimes. You just make a scene that's not in the film just for a trailer. So yeah, but I mean, yeah, just I think we just gotta wait and see, and actually give it a fucking chance, and stop bitching about these designs that are not even that bad. So yep, that's the video. You can leave now.